Alright guys, Fine Fellow here. How's it going? Uh, I want to make a prediction today about the future of WoW. I think it's a pretty easy prediction to make. I think it's kind of obvious based on what's been happening in the game over the last month or so as it's been struggling. We've seen a lot of weird stuff added to the game, like the level 90 paid boost. We've seen the the game token thing where you can buy gold for real money. And we've also started to see a lot of stuff being purchasable with gold that wasn't purchasable before. Like there's special boost gear that you can buy with gold, and now you can buy conquest points with gold from the AH. So I'm pretty sure that this is all leading to the kind of a similar place where WoW will be start to go subscription free in the future. That's my prediction, and I reckon it will happen in the next 6 months or so. I think if you look at WoW, it's kind of you're seeing a lot of subscription loss, and a lot of it's to do with the gameplay, and a lot of it is just to do with the age of the game and what people expect. You can't just do the same thing every expansion and expect people to still enjoy the game. You have to improve things, or you have to provide the player base with something exciting to do, and I think Blizzard are really doing that well. And to be honest, for some reason, I don't think they have the capability to really do that anymore. A lot of people have left. We don't really know the names of uh, a lot of the non-main team of WoW. There's probably a lot of people who work really hard in the background that we don't know about that have left for other companies. And of course, we know that people like Ghostcrawler have left, and some of the old guard, who I don't really know at Blizzard, have left apparently as well. So I don't really think that WoW is gonna improve and go back to the level it was in the past. Uh, I think Blizzard is starting to realize that, and they're starting to realize that not enough people are going to be subscribing and paying subscription money to really run WoW the way they always have been in the past. So I think that's the reason why they've started to move over to these extra microtransactions. Uh, the main reason why I think they're going to ditch the subscription is because it's such a huge barrier to entry into the world. And as more and more people leave, the World of Warcraft will start to feel more and more empty over time. And one way to increase the participation, to make it more fun for the people who are really paying them, is to get in a lot of sort of fodder people who are just there really to pad out the game and make it feel more alive. I think that makes a lot of sense. It's strange because I thought I would be totally against this idea of WoW being free to play and having these pay to win kind of mechanics in it. But I think I'm just not that attached to the idea of the game being a competitive game anymore. I think it's just gone past that point where I don't think that raiding in a group setting is really like a skill-based thing anymore. And I don't know if it's well, I mean, yes, of course the game requires skill to play at a certain level, but it's more that the gear grind is what dictates whether or not you can do certain raids more than anything else. And that's long and boring, and I don't want to do it. So even if so, it just doesn't hurt me if that stuff is behind a paywall because I'm not going to do it now, and it's not behind a paywall now. So if it goes behind a paywall, then fine. It's not changing my situation. So yeah, I mean, my reduced enthusiasm for the game as of late means that I'm not too fussed really about the idea of it going free to play. I'm also not even subscribed now. I was unsubscribed for a bit, and then I subscribed last month, and then my subscription ran out about a week ago, and I haven't done anything about it. So if WoW went free to play, I would play it like once a week or once a fortnight. So it would just be better for me if I didn't have to pay a subscription fee for that because it's not really worth it. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess the question is first, when will it happen? And the reason why I said 6 months' time is because I think they'll trial it out before the next expansion comes out. Um, And I also expect that the new expansion will be a pay expansion, but there'll be something there for free players. I'm sure maybe you'll be able to play all the way up to level 100 for free or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. And yeah, I think it will be interesting to see what happens to the game in that situation. I wonder if it will change the player base at all, or if it will just be fine. There's not that much of a community in the game right now anyway. You just sort of go into LFD and do your thing, and you don't really talk to people. So I don't know if the quality of interaction will go up or down. I don't know if people will continue to, have, if there'll be so many people in the game who are so committed to it as there are now. Maybe nothing will change. Maybe it will be quite similar to how it is now. I'm not sure. But something that is certain in my mind anyway is that WoW can't really continue to be a subscription game, especially with all these microtransactions in place. Um, it's getting to the point where the quality of the game that you get for that money isn't really worth it. So that's why, and as I say, I think that this is really their only option. I don't think they're capable of making the game worth the money that it costs anymore. And so that's why they're bringing in these sort of new revenue stream ideas. Yeah, I guess I wanted to get it out there before it happens, so I can say, hey, I told you it was going to happen. But to be honest, anyone who's been paying attention probably already knows that this move to gold for cash, is really the start, the sort of boiling frog. They know what they want to do. They just have to get us used to it bit by bit. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting for the future of the game to see what happens, or maybe it won't. I don't know. Yeah, I think in my next video I want to talk about some stuff in WoW that's still really good, like the combat engine and stuff, and the stuff that sucks, like game balancing. Maybe I'll just do like a 5 of each thing, and just contrast the stuff that I really liked with the stuff that could be improved. Yeah, that's my idea. Maybe I'll get around to it soon. Cheers a lot for listening. Bye bye.